hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the Trotro TV show. It's Saturday, and you definitely know that once it's Saturday, there's only one thing you should care about, or maybe two things: Trotro Diaries and Joy Prime. That's the only thing. After that, everything else, you can forget it. You're welcome back to the Trotro Diaries TV show. My name is Yao Odum, and today we have a very interesting show for you guys. And as usual, I'm hiding my better half, who will be coming on screen. Sometimes it's just that her beauty is too much. So if we open the camera and then we show her to you direct, Charlie, when your eyes go make some way. So I'm hiding her for a bit. She's going to join me. But today we have a lot of things that we're going to be sharing with you guys. Obviously, we're going to be starting with the trends. And then this week, there was a big thing that happened in Ghana. What happened? They read the budget, right? And so we're going to be having a conversation around that. Obviously, when they read the budget, there's a way that it affects us. Whether you like it or not, budget affects everybody. And so for those of us that are passengers, commuters, drivers, whether you drive your Uber, Bolt, Yango, you're a taxi driver, Trotro driver, even mates, even if you're a passenger, the budget is definitely going to affect you. And so we sent our baby girl to the street. She also did a video, spoke to people on how they think the budget is going to affect them. Did they increase the minimum wage? Are they going to reduce fares? Or, are they going to increase fuel? Which will definitely impact us when it comes to the fares, because we've already started hearing stuff like that. These are things that we'll be talking about. We also have the trends where, Charlie, I saw some of the videos, and I can tell you it's going to be a very interesting conversation with Noella on the trends. But a very important thing today is, today on the show, it is have your say. What do we mean? We want you guys to be able to have a say in the show. We want to make it fun. We want to make it light, because obviously it's weekend. It shouldn't be like some giddy stuff, right? And so we want you guys to join us today. People have been sending us messages in my inbox and stuff. No, don't send it to me. We want you to come live on the show. So we have the Zoom link that we'll be sharing. We also have the WhatsApp number that we'll be putting out there. We want you guys to tell us the issues, the things that you guys want us to talk about. That is what we're going to be focusing on today. And so, as usual, this is not a show that you watch alone. You want to call your friends, you want to call your loved ones, you want to call your enragés and whoever it is that you enjoy a good moment with. When you're enjoying something, you don't do it alone. You have to invite people to join you. So make sure you hit up your friends, whether they're close to you, family, whether they are close to you. If they are not, tell them, hey, Charlie, the Trotro Diaries guys are on Joy Prime. Make sure you join them right now. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, my better half will be here. We have the trends for you. So many stuff that we're going to be sharing with you guys today. We're going to go for a break. And when we come back, the Trotro Diaries TV show on Joy Prime is on. See you after this quick break. And you're welcome back to the Trotro Diaries TV show. Whenever you see my smile switch up, then you definitely know what is happening. That a beautiful lady on the show is in the house. My better half is in the house. Because I can't do this alone. Like, anytime I'm on the show alone, you see, say, something to go somewhere. Charlie, what's up?
I'm good. I'm feeling really nice. I feel really good that you gave me a compliment. I mean,
that's what I always do.
It has brightened my mood.
That's what I always do. But I know that it won't last.
What do you mean you know that it won't last?
Don't worry. I have the gift of seeing things. I know it won't last.
No, it will last.
The viewers are watching. We will see shortly. I know it won't last.
Actually, today I'm in a very good mood. Like, you have also made my mood better. So
really?
Today, no matter what, I will be nice to you.
Okay.
On the show. But guys, you're welcome back. This is Trotro Diaries, and of course we're live on Joy Prime Television. By now, I'm sure you'd agree when I say that it's your favorite show, right? Because which other show on a weekend will discuss pertinent issues that affect our society and add a bit of, entertainment, humor, and all of that to it? And so, yeah, if it's your first time watching, well, you're welcome. I hope you're a regular. But this is a show that discusses transport-related shows. Transport-related issues. And, of course, any other pertinent issue that affect our society. I'm Noella. Karen Yali, y'all love to call me his better half. I think I do too.
And I'm Yao Odum. I'm nobody's better half, but we did.
Oh, wow.
You didn't say it. You said Yao love to call me his better half.
Interesting. So on that note, this is what he means when he says it's not going to last, and I'm going to make his wishes. No, I'm going to make his wishes come true.
Allow me.
Yao has officially denounced me, and so shall it be. No, so shall it be.
Because you said Yao loves to call me his better half, and as they
don't you love to call me your better half?
I do, but as they say, it's not who you are dating, but who is dating you.
Why are you overthinking this?
I'm not overthinking it.
Why are you overthinking
I've seen Pepe before.
Anyway, let me wish condolences to Arnold Asamoah-Bedu, who lost his father, and so today we're going to be joining him in burying his father. It's very unfortunate. I mean, I don't know how that feels like. Hopefully, I don't experience it anytime soon. But yeah, Arnold, we're so sorry. And what are we discussing?
Yeah, so as usual, we're going to jump into our trends. We have some videos that have been trending this week from the transport space.
Yeah.
So let's just jump right into
trends. Yeah.
What a wonderful.
You know the thing I always find funny with these videos?
What?
There's always somebody giving some funny comment.
What a wonderful, indeed. But I've told myself today I'm going to be nice, so I'm not going to say anything about that video. But if you're a regular on the show, you already know. If you know, because
I said it wasn't. I don't.
Honestly, Yao. In all honesty, I don't see a woman doing that. To be very honest.
Well,
I don't see it.
I prophesied this was coming.
I don't see it.
He said it won't happen.
This thing, Nisisi, I'm even concerned about his health. His spine, his waist, he definitely would have issues with it. How do you jump from, okay, maybe it's because the thing got stuck. Let me be.
No, but I mean, there are better ways to. You know the funny thing? I was watching this video, I was like, wait, this guy will finish and go and buy waste and power. Not minding that
I mean, but yeah, that is interesting. That is funny
definitely
as well. You definitely find a woman do that for sure. But yeah, send your comments, send your thoughts about the videos or whatever. If you have any issues in your community that you think we should highlight or talk about, we're so happy to do that. And so please follow the prompt on your screens and send us your issues or your contributions or your comments. Okay, we're gonna read them right here on the show.
Okay, so we move on to the next video. Let's see if there are some women jumping from cars.
Hopefully not. Very Karens, but yeah, let's watch the second video.
I know my right, me, and I mean, if you know your right, I also know my right. No, I know my right. He knows his right, I also know my right. What do you want to say? But the other people, I don't know right, me right. I know my right.
This year, we're not going to give anybody independence. This is what Kwame Nkrumah fought for. We know our rights. We will stand for our rights. We won't allow anybody, whether it's your co-host, your better half, or whoever, we know our rights. So this year, we're not going to agree. What do you think about the video?
You already know what I think about the video. You already know what I think about the video. I mean, I want to be nice, but
Try.
Okay. I'm a big supporter of rights, okay? You should know your rights at every point in time. And I can understand his frustration. No, I can honestly understand his frustration. Oh, relax. I can honestly understand his frustration and the fact that, maids sometimes can be unbearable. Like, it's not fair that, somebody would pick a car and I don't know. I'm trying to really get the whole story from his account, but it looks like he has been, brutally bullied, by the mates. And so he has, so my director says he, I think they passed by his
They've used him to pass.
Yeah, exactly. Probably he was sleeping or something, and so they didn't even notice. That thing happens to me sometimes, And so they didn't even notice that he had gotten to his location. And so they drove off. And, they want to now alight him at a very further place. And he says, oh, no, to help me get back to my destination, give me some of the fare back. And I think it's sometimes we have to be reasonable.
No.
But again...
If you slept...
But again, if it was a woman shouting, I know my rights, I know my rights, we'll be singing a different chorus.
There we go. I said it. I knew it was coming. No, but in this case, right, it's conflicting. Because, on one side, we do this project where we say speaker, like CASA for safety,
Yeah.
But in this case, if you slept and they've taken you past,
it's your fault.
That one is on you.
But I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying, that sometimes you just need to be human. We need to be reasonable. Maybe he doesn't really have money. You can tell he's frustrated.
No, but if you're frustrated, that's not how you say it. Because if I'm the mate, right, and, Charlie, Miniska Menebeko, okay, yeah, that one, they would understand. But if you're screaming like this, they won't call last stop. Okay,
that's a fellow man,
This has nothing to do.
Standing up for his fellow man. Guys, I hope you're happy with him. Your representative.
No, this is just on principle, right? Because at the end of the day, if he had told them at a light at this point, that's a different issue.
Okay.
But if one hour and they've taken you past your junction, that one that's not your right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the different instances where it can be your right, but if maybe, for example, and I know there's one of the things that the mates hate. Obi Besi, no one responds. Maybe he was on phone, he was asleep or something. They go past your junction. No, Charlie, down there. It's not your right.
Okay. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Yao Odum, your representative. Well, my producer also says that at the end of the day, he was alighted and he had to walk back home. I don't know how he arrived at that conclusion, whether he's cousins with a guy or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's what my producer says. Do we have a third video? If we do, let's go for it.
Oh, Eddie Raddy. Assemble Kurea. Omanko Krogala. Eddie Afema. Eti munya agrodie. Wa otweta bohwe de wuye. Se abobo ya momre se de ye de water kwai. You still go my no. Just me fe kwa me ya ma ba sa. I was thinking agume. Just look dance. You're solid yana. Agro na otweta bo. Oh. Eddie Raddy. Assemble Kurea. Omanko Krogala. Eddie Afema. Eddie Munya agrodie. Wa otweta bohwe de wuye.
It's a typical example of when life throws lemons at you, you make lemonades out of it, if you ask me. Obviously, it is not ideal what they're doing. Obviously, it's the year of roads. The president has declared this year as the year of roads, I believe. I think I read something on the internet about, okay, no, actually, hey, before I cause a blunder, please forgive me. I think it's the former president or something. But anyway, somebody in the mix, why are you laughing? Somebody in the mix declared some year, whether last year or this year, as the year of roads. Okay?
Oh, I know who.
Who?
Appeatus in the mix.
Oh my God. Okay, so obviously, I'm guessing that community, they're trying to, compromise and do something because, every time we say that we are all inclusive of the government, okay, we always try to look at the government as some sort of special entity that we must always rely on, but we all form a part of a government. And so sometimes it's okay when you wait for your assemblyman or your MP or whatever to fix your road and you're not fixing it. It's good to, take things into your own hands. And it's a beautiful example of a compromise, if you ask me. So yeah, I don't have any, but, and yeah, 2 men were doing that. So kudos to the men now. Kudos.
I think, like, especially when you live in these spaces where I can see dusty road and all that.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at the neighborhood, I don't think this looks like a place that's going to get tarred anytime soon. And for me, this
very dusty.
Yeah, this is where I have an issue with Ghanaian drivers. They don't care.
Yeah.
Once it's smooth enough for them to speed, they'll just be driving.
Yeah.
And I think we should actually have a debate on this. I think Ghanaian drivers don't know how to drive.
Right?
Ghanaians don't know how to drive in general.
I agree.
'Cause you'd see them do 80 kilometers per hour on this road. That means that for everybody that's on that road, there's dust in their shop, dust in their homes.
Yeah.
And so, I think I would even commend them as to how...
For doing something.
Yeah, as to how they are doing it is what I'm curious of. Is it like they've opened... I just don't get it. Because... they usually have these trucks that have some sprinklers.
No, wait, Martin, what did you say? What were you trying to say? That somebody is what? Oh my God.
It won't come. So you would have to say it, right?
No, yeah.
What did he say?
No, it's okay. He's okay. I'm going to say it. He says it looks like somebody is urinating on the road.
Oh, but this one
That's what my producer said.
This one is too huge. Sorry, I mean the...
Oh, wow.
No. Sorry, I mean the water is huge. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't know what you and the producer are saying.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, Insione Dawson. Let me speak true. Insione Dawson, that's what I'm saying.
It's too huge, huh?
The water is huge.
Okay. Interesting.
You're being mischievous. No, what I mean is, it is interesting.
You go explain, Taya.
What I mean is that there's a hole at the back of the Mahama Kambu. It's huge. Whatever. I'm done.
How is the hole huge? What hole are you even seeing?
Because usually there's no hole there for the water to move. It's closed. So yes, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's starved. He needs to be released. Yeah. Anyway, let's go for the next video, guys.
Me say where then?
Park.
Where park so? And where then? Road. Where then?
Night.
And where then?
Day.
And where then?
Day 1.
And where then?
Day 2.
Enti say uchi na najo abekwa hin.
Obeko road. And I do road night 1.
I didn't know how 1.
Because road near 1 and you don't
say kwan near single road abeko night road 1. Say double road abeko night road 2. What I say? And ye nchika na so park so. Inti anaju uchika no utia so a enya de beko. Opa you knife break ni so. Once I can enko ejina because any park so. What I say? And I didn't so asa. Inti sisi ya de ba she day a car no utia so a enko. What I say? Into a night road 1 because you choose a single road so. It's a double road and you have night road 2. What pass it and one. Me say where then?
I say park so. You know my favorite? Day 1 and day. This is how you teach your ex how to drive. Park so.
The least said, the better. Honestly, the least said, the better. I mean, yeah. It's not funny. It's actually not funny. It's actually not funny. But okay, cool.
No, but it's true. The road is one.
So, I mean, if I didn't know how to drive and you were teaching me how to drive, that's the best way you can teach me.
No, now at the end will be 98.
Anyway, guys, that if you're watching, if you don't know how to drive, that is not what he communicated is very wrong. Okay, do not follow. The lady
but
who
what
was
was your
learning
favorite?
how to.
What's your favorite?
What's my nothing? Nothing is my favorite. Nothing is my favorite. It's the fact that he was actually videoing the lady's ties for me. I felt a little bit uncomfortable with that.
I beg.
What is I beg? Obviously for your viewing pleasure.
Which
so you
viewing
love
pleasure?
it. You love
There's
it.
no viewing pleasure. I didn't even see there were ties there.
What
The
did
only
you
thing
see?
I saw was park. So
Are you serious? Do you see any
nighttime.
ties?
Then road.
Huh?
Road. So what was that? Day one and day. So if it's Wednesday, that means you can't drive the car.
Anyway. Is that all? It's not funny. I'm not laughing.
Your place.
It's not funny.
Your place is the road to your place, like 4 lanes. So that means you can't drive this car.
It's actually, is it a manual? It looks like a manual.
No, it's
car.
automatic.
It's automatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Anyway, I
automatic.
can't relate. So, anyway, do we have another video? If we do, we can just go for it. I'm actually not enthused about this video. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny.
Just because you don't have day 1 and day 2 in your car does not mean it's not funny.
Okay, that's okay. We
You
can
don't have
agree on
night
that.
mode.
We can agree on that. So yeah, let's take
So there was
another
ties.
video.
I didn't see.
Road near one, and you don't
sɛ kwan ne yɛ single road a wobɛkɔ night road 1 sɛ double road a wobɛkɔ night road 2 wate ase ɛna yɛntwi car no so wɔ park so nti anadwo wotwi car no wotia so a ɛnyɛ adeɛ bɛkɔ wopa you knife break ne so ɔn sɛ car ne nkɔ ɛgyina hɔ because ɛni park so wate ase ɛna adeɛ nso asa nti sisi a yɛde wabɛhyɛ day a car no wotia so a ɛnkɔ what I say, into a night road 1 because you a single road so. It's a double road and near night road 2. I pass it and one. Me say where then?
Voila.
Yeah. That's a nice dance move, except for
For what?
yeah,
Except for what?
for that.
Which one?
That.
Which that? The audience can.
I wasn't too enthused with that, but I was.
Why?
I'm happy about the dance.
But he was good. It was like good vibe. It's a Saturday. We're taking it easy on the show. He's giving us
Yeah.
some dance moves. I like the last part. But what did you see in Tia?
I saw exactly what you saw. Yeah, I was. I was watching exactly what everybody was watching.
What were you watching?
The video.
Me, I was watching the last ones.
Were we not all watching the video, guys? Were we not all watching the video? Did we all not see it? Did we not see the video? Exactly, we saw the video. So that's what I'm talking about. I said I'm not enthused by a part of the video.
Which part? Which part? Oh, Noella.
Unim red.
Oh, Noella. I didn't even see. Oh,
What?
Noella.
What? Okay, what are you talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Noella.
No, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Noella.
No, don't say oh Noella. Don't assume things for me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not assuming.
So what do you think I'm
You
talking
said
about?
it off air.
What did I say? What did I say? I dare you to say what I said.
Moving on. Noella was saying. Producer, let's move on. Noella
But
said.
that's a fantastic video. Anyway, so that's it for the trends this week. But listen, this week has been heavily politically packed.
Yeah.
And that is simply because Finance Minister Dr. Kaisel Atoforsen this week presented the budget, the 2025, what we're going to be working with for the next 1 year in Parliament. I've seen a lot of people share their thoughts about, the budget. Is it a good budget? Is it a bad one? Is it a business-friendly budget? Does it help businessmen? Is this expenditure, okay, or is it not okay? A lot of people have been sharing their thoughts, especially politically affiliated people and in general Ghanaians. And so we thought it wise to also step out and ask our community, Trotro Diaries community, and of course, general Ghanaians, what your thoughts are on the budget. And Debbie Sway has been on that beat for us.
I don't know from physical. I'm talking about trouble so kind. Yeah.
Physical, but you know, budgets no. What you there?
And rather me coffee no na minya da je sheda ti mu kakra man sheda nya idea but my titi and your ma bia na me pese me tene de as ma ti kakra ne sa. Eh.
Na nyoma ben na wo pese uti
em say em abnu de say de bet na na de ho ahye mu ane sa ntino na no an say bet tax na o me so mbe ye fi ona 11 no ne ade o me so mbe ye fi ho no na fi nsu na free SHS ne nso no na ye nyina ye wo yi bi say bia nko mo bai kani o ma like o ma be se sane o mu kura ma se ne ye koso ko san aba fom kura but ni nyina mu no ya san te se osan be shemu kena o twes ka bi kura o de ashemu nyina ne ade ntino ye nyina no we hope to see the best from Mahama.
Michael Jima alias Exdo Abuso Kan meton driving shafts. I hope say na yes peti enuama bebe free aman no ho enu budget ya ye papa ato forcing den akoken kan di kire on my money nyina. I hope say me so na expectation na expect every omo ho. Expectation na expect every omo ho no any yi levy no ni be tax ni nuama bebre. I hope say we mo yi sa nuama na de every ho. Ne mo na de sa tosum ye no so ni say ye na Abuso Kan for no ye so expect pass any port no hu nuama no. Aho ne yan hyeda anya den anti ho asem ni ye. E na afei so petrol any oil any even gas any light in wasem no enu so ye papa nya den anka wasem ti expect more things every aban ho esan say oye na adwen say obetimi aden abeso man mu na wadane o man no for 4 years ne di amaye nyina nti ye dey expect nyoma bebre den and they will make sure say o kan o campaign platform no so no be make sure so be dey obetimi deliver sa nyoma nyina dey amaye say ne be ya timemufo no yenso ye ho be dey ebeto ye midamase manti because aban na nkasa na obaye no ye NDC aban no me to me no me hunu say the same ina no be NPP ni free so NDC no so baye no the same me hu because free HSS na kora no so mo ba first no so mo omo nyintum ba kire mo baye no so ma omaji atum but omo be hye mu kena. Which means me who say the same way no MPP also na no so mo the same way no mo ba me nyina bra konsa mo nyina nipa ba ko to me no budget no mo ye na enkofa bibia positive bia ma say the team and da Mr. Somua alias Costero enra efa your budget na your papa Kizel ato force na kenkan ye no so far so good. Mfani say eyara eye minimum de minyani da so mu say eye because enema bebri wo ha eye your papa Mahama I promise yen ya oye na dwen say eye ne first term mfani say the first budget you be reading this 2025 yi enema bebri wo ha na expect say ebia obeyi but ontimi yin nyina prekope anasi bibia nye bibia na obet my nyina prekope but so far the way yi kakrakra na me anya hope bi say ani da so bi wo ho you who say at times goes on and I say the second term and I say the second year no enema bebre wo ho you who say yan youth na yo mu kra yan ni da so wo mu say the kakra na wa ye ne kra no ama yan ni da so wo mu say obetimi apuma ko nanim me so far the efa yi levi say na eyema me pa because niema sa niema ne eye covid tax and any manema away years. I know. Mamma Many does all the man I say, I reach and be one say, you are canning in Ano Crano. You just say, obey me, aye.
What are you for saying?
I have very Kwajami and Deborah. Golden Prince Auto Pass.
Golden Prince, Pacho, and no budgets no TAD.
My shadant Nancy and Tini by Dodwana Farmers as a youth there.
Now, I was so kind to say, then Jumana would deposit.
Oh, me ton engine pass, any suspension, any body pass. Yeah.
Inti endra budgets no nia would see any na sign ebe bow and I say any da so woman.
Oh, somehow okay, any da so by me dear say yem pese bi ayaka de na afi de later no ne asem na ayaka impanifo na kan na afi na ombeka so yegusu aye hihye da bi esa de no implement ya pa ade achi ana bi acha 1 week na bibia ekoso ne ehu se de kan ne sa na ekoso and I feel so no, yeah, businessmen say no. Na de high duty port on some because if you are beat me talker, ebia bet say bia $2,000. By bia be drew port no next sky je bet say bia $60,000 ne ade adenti no. A man near my boy the teach you ne pass no. You know obi obe friend say obe cry dey bi ade na wo cry no ebe be report no na afi dey price ne cost untimi nyi e na wo yin so a wo de batown no mu so a wo say wo ton de ti wo dey enya sa eza so ana omo consumers so e na neema ne boy dey enti e wo awoso kan na as business field in there dey ana hia dodo pa no e port nsensem se na be ya be kofom
Frozen.
The family Kojonya.
Mr. Kojo, Endra, at forcing kind budgets, Pacho TAD.
Me mumu de fizi NDC baso de news kramenti bi da.
I didn't see what's the reason.
Oh, me MPP ni. Na we obi ape. We obi o NDC ni MPP baso news wanti bi da. Tibi wa me amekohwe no wo ayi say but ono asamo kind de me manti bi mo.
Na meaning say because we MPP Nina went in there any budgets no any that's will be a new sum.
Oh, madam, yetida MPP by the same thing, NDC by the same thing. If it's a omokra by omoka say aha kwan ya wo ha nyomba be yamaye. Ye hu hwe enti no media me ready me fan she say we na baby. Ubani nyankopon ye wadoma no nsaka bia no nsaka bia.
Me force because they say there me ko try bet na me try no boom eba lotto no say me try too sure now me come all out because after 50-50 now mu you also there mama ya to am na pe no anu bi na wa ye no o se oba titi e bet na free on mu wa ye and me dem force na me pe ba ko no wa ya ma me
you from me.
All right, so what you heard were thoughts from Ghanaians on the streets of Accra, sharing your thoughts on the 2025 budget. There's this man in there who, what he said struck me. He said, as for him, he didn't listen. He couldn't be bothered because he thinks it's just a continuation of bad governance, what he describes as bad governance. So yeah, but anyway, in case probably you've been living under a rock and you probably don't know what's going on, or you were also like the man, we're not bothered about listening to the finance minister, read the budget. I've got a summary of it for you. So what will change in 2025? Well, government says it will spend less money. It would cut wasteful, spendings on a lot of things. They would reduce the number of ministers, which we have all seen, from 88 to 60. But of course, a lot of people also believe that the staffers at the presidency are also a lot. So it's like, let's cut the ministers, but let's fill the presidency with a lot of staffers, which is basically like the same thing. But anyway, what do I know? Some taxes have been removed, like the e-levy tax, which is the money we pay on mobile money transaction. And I was so happy about that because it's such a, well, anyway, it's fine. E-levy has been cancelled. Why are you laughing?
Why? No, it's actually...
No, because I personally didn't like that we had to pay e-levy. Because, for instance, if if you're transferring money from your bank account to your mobile money, you pay tax. You know, the bank.
From your bank account to your mobile
money account.
Okay.
Right? Well, with some banks you don't have to pay that, but some banks you have to. And so for me, I'm like, why are you double taxing me on, you know, these transactions? So it's one of the things that I'm very, very happy about, that all forms of electronic levies that we pay or taxes that we pay have been abolished. Also,
can I touch on that?
Go ahead.
E-levy, how they went about it was not the best. I think maybe the part of e-levy that I sort of agreed to was the fact that majority of Ghanaians in general do not pay tax in general. And that was because most people are working in the informal sector.
Yeah.
So it was just a few people that were paying taxes, were being taxed over and over. And so I think e-levy was opening it up a bit for everybody to pitch in. I think that's like the thing that I kind of like about it.
Maybe it should have been regulated well. Maybe there was a way we could have, reduced or regulated well. Or, you know,
But it's a good thing before people come and say, hey, this guy says this. That's not what I'm saying.
No more betting tax, and a lot of investors are happy. And when I say investors, I mean the streets boys, you know, men on the streets who've been betting.
The big boys on the street.
David, shouts to David. He's an investor, so he's very, very happy. So, yeah, that has also been abolished. I know there was a controversy that came around it because the former finance minister under the Akufo-Addo-led government, you know, talked about the fact that, that is such a hogwash because they did not implement that. And so how do you abolish something that was implemented? And then the finance minister comes in to say that, listen, maybe he's not on top of issues because actually in 2021, it was implemented. But the difference is it was implemented on betting, not lottery.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the difference. So that has also been abolished. There will be no emission levy, which is the tax we pay on vehicle pollution. And I feel like we should still pay that.
Why?
So a lot of people are driving bad cars. Bad cars are in tutuo, in futuro, So it would, I don't know.
Why do we need to pay for that? Because the right thing would have been, these cars are supposed to go for roadworthy checks.
And obviously the people in charge of that are not doing their job. So I can agree with you.
We're paying for roadworthy, and so if the vehicle is not roadworthy, it should not be passed to come onto the roads and then emit. And the other side of it is that I think a big part of these things, why people like when these things are abolished, is what would the money be used for? In some countries, so I was in Luxembourg 2 years ago. And some of these kind of levies, because of that, they don't pay. Public transport is 100% free. Whether it is trains, trams, buses, it's entirely free. You and I know it will not happen here. So, yeah.
Okay, anyway, we have someone on the phone or joining us via Zoom, Joseph from Oyarifa. I guess he has some thoughts to share. Hello, Joseph.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for calling us. What are your thoughts this morning?
So I think the budget in its entirety is okay, but then I just don't know why the government was sponsor the first year students in university. I think that is a bit problematic for me.
Government won't do what?
And then I'm not okay about the fact that the government wants to sponsor the first year students in university.
Oh no, but that is only for people suffering, people with disabilities.
Oh, okay.
That I know, that it's for people with disability. I mean, if you have any kind of impairment or whatever, your education in the university will be free. Which?
Okay, so it's limited to only those category of people.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it's for the general public where anybody can access it and their first year is free.
Oh, okay. But I mean, is there any, transport related issue that you suffer in your community that you would want to highlight this morning?
Oh yeah, the rate at which the transport fares go up.
Right.
It's scary.
Right.
And then I was actually expecting the government to actually talk about it. In terms of, I know this is triggered by the fuel prices and also how it trickles down to commodity and stuff. But then it's too much.
Well, there's an answer for that. There's an answer for that. A lot of people, and you're right, a lot of people had concerns about the fact that certain sectors were not included in the budget, or he did not speak to certain sectors, including the creative arts industry. Well, he says, unlike what we're used to under previous governments, where the finance minister would come and touch on every sector and communicate what they intend to do with the sector, the budget allocated to the sector. This time around, they're going to leave that for the ministers of those sectors to present their plans, okay, and their projected budget to Parliament for passing. So it's something that they're going to debate about, talk about, and then obviously, if that works, they pass it. So that's your answer for that. So if you felt like, he did not touch on certain sectors, it's because sector ministers will take care of that. Is that okay?
Personally, I feel like that is a lot of waste of time in there. I don't know, but some of these things should be thought about within the 3 month period.
Okay.
I don't know. So there are going to be committees and stuff that they're going to look into this. Another 6 months coming. Like, you just have 4 years and you're using almost 1 year to do all these things. Then when will you implement some of these projects?
Anyway, I guess the right authorities are listening, and so definitely they will take that into consideration. But thank you so much. You've been phenomenal this morning speaking with us, Yao.
Yeah, so I think just to touch on the first point he made, there are some other things on road fund and stuff that I think we can go into.
Okay.
But to touch on what he was saying, I think one of the highlights that I'm reading from Modern Ghana says, Mr. Speaker, an amount of 499.8 million has been allocated for the no academic fee policy for all first-year students in public tertiary institutions under the No Fee Stress Initiative.
Right.
So it looks like he was right for all first-year students.
All first-year students?
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Well, what I read was going to be free for persons living
I think I've seen that. Yeah, it's both. Yeah.
Anyway.
Which I think would be like, it will be, because we already had free SHS, which we were complaining about, and we are adding to
cost
that.
intensive.
Exactly.
Anyway, Nana also fee is on. Sorry, Nana Owusu from Fidium. I'm sorry for murdering your name, but you're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm also doing fine.
Awesome. Talk to us.
I was one of the beneficiaries of the free seniors, and I'm currently in university and I'm reading law.
Can you repeat that? I'm not sure I got what you meant.
I was one.
I
Hello?
think the line is breaking.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you repeat what you said?
I said I was one beneficiary.
Oh, no, your line is terrible. I feel like you wanted to say something really important concerning our education sector.
If you can call back.
But yeah, if you can call back, definitely we'll appreciate that. But moving on,
Yeah, so one of the highlights that was in the budget as well is 2.81 billion has been programmed for the Ghana Road Fund to be used solely for road maintenance. This represents an increase of 155.5% over the 2024 allocation of 1.1 billion Ghana cedis.
I see.
I feel sorry, go ahead.
Well, one of the things that a lot of people were also expecting that the finance minister would touch on that he didn't was the thing about, the 24-hour economy, which is like one of the flagship messages the NDC sold to us that informed a lot of people to vote for them, because that is also expected to sort of increase employment or, sort of provide employment to the ordinary Ghanaian. But he did not touch on it, and he explained, if you're one of those who had issues with that, well, he says it's going to be a private sector driven policy. Okay, so it's a policy that they have designed specially for the private sector to drive. So it's not really going to be a government, how do I even say, spearheaded, initiative. And so, yeah, that is,
I find that interesting.
Why do you find it interesting?
Because, if I'm private sector, I'm not just going to start doing 24-hour operations because government
says, yeah.
If I'm a private sector person, the reason why I'll do that is there's demand for it. If I do it, I'm going to make money. I'm going to increase my bottom line.
But obviously, there's demand for it. The unemployment rate in Ghana is like crazy.
Yeah, but unemployment does not drive what I should do. What drives what I should do as a business person is demand from customers. So, okay, there's unemployment. That means these people cannot spend anyway. Okay, the people that can spend, how many are they? Are they so many that I need to keep my operations going overnight? Okay, what are they going to pay, right? Who is going to pay what? Who's going to buy what? Why do I need to keep these people in there? Why not just keep them at home and let them do remote, right? So I don't think it's something that government can say.
You don't think it's a well thought out policy?
I haven't read their policy.
Because that is one of the things that a lot of people, per social media comments, a lot of people think that, it was probably just a thought that came in and they just threw in there. They don't think it was a carefully thought out, policy. Because indeed, there are people who believe in it. I, for one, I believe in it because it's something that across the world, other countries, practice. But do we have, like you said, do we have the right resources? Do we have the right kind of, in terms of creating employment, what kind of businesses, what kind of incentives is the government going to give, me as a private, business owner that would also encourage me to want to establish something that would create employment and run for 24 hours. So it's a huge
I think even for these countries that we mentioned these things about, they are not even 24-hour economies. There are 24-hour industries, and I stand to be corrected, but there are 24-hour industries like some customer service, right? So some countries are known for, I think India, and then some of these other countries, they are known for customer service, where some Fortune 500 companies in the West or US or something would outsource these services to some of these countries. So from morning to evening, you always have to have somebody that's going to pick up calls and support customers and all that. I don't think that means their whole economy is 24 hours. So you find just a few industries where they do that. And so for me, it makes it very interesting. As I said as well, I haven't read the full, I don't know if they have a full document on the 24-hour economy thing, which I would probably need to read. But I feel like, okay, they said 24-hour economy, and then I say, oh, it's private organizations. Private organizations usually look out for, oh, am I going to get some tax breaks and these kind of stuff. These are things that incentivize them. But I don't think they're going to start doing 24-hour operations just because, I don't know how that would work.
I mean, it's still early days yet. The government just got into power. I think this is going to be, their second or getting into their third month. And they just read the budget. And obviously, most of the things that they have communicated in the budget, it would take some time to materialize and all of that. So I'm thinking, let's give them a chance.
Definitely.
At least the first year, let's see what they can do. I mean, one thing's for sure, our country, they say, is in a crisis. We owe a lot, and we have spent more than we earn. So obviously, there's a lot of debts to pay. And so, let's just give them some time, at least the first year, and see how things will pick up.
I think just before we go to the message, one interesting thing that I heard from the video that Debbie Sway did, or one thing somebody said that was like, oh, that's very important, was one of the gentlemen said, I wish him well. I think that's what we can do. We wish the government well, whether you voted for them or not, whether it's NPP, whether it's NDC, CPP, whichever one, whoever is going to
Shouts to Martin. I wish I could say what you just said, but it's okay. I'm not going to put you in trouble.
Whoever is going to rule, we wish them well, because if it doesn't go well,
it affects all of us,
yeah.
right? All right, so that's a message from Alfred J. Norte from Kanda Highway. And he says, good morning. My concern is about the reconstruction of Trotro seats. Some can be very uncomfortable. I had to assist an old lady alight yesterday, have got a muscle pull due to her sitting posture, and as a result of the seats being too close. Most times when you complain, some mates will tell you to buy your own car. Very cheeky response. So for how long do we pay for inconveniences with our own money? I believe there should be a standard sitting arrangement per any form of public transport by the necessary authorities to address these prevalent issues. Well, I absolutely agree with you. I think we've had a conversation an extensive conversation with, transport unions, drivers about this issue, because it keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, with this new government comes a renewment of mind.
Reset,
we're resetting ourselves, right? So again, while we give the government some time, let's give our drivers too some time. This 1 year, let's see if we can reset, ourselves together.
Yeah.
But this is an important issue, and hopefully with one of our upcoming, shows, we should probably dedicate another episode to,
because I think what people will be looking out for is when they raise these issues, how do we help them address the issues?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's it for our show for today. Unfortunately, we've got to say bye-bye at this juncture. It's always, unfortunate news for us, because we enjoy your company and we believe you do too. But yeah, same time next week, we're going to be back on your screens with another brilliant hit edition of your favorite Trotro Diaries. And but of course, what do you have to say if they have anything?
Yeah, so we just keep encouraging people to share whatever issues you have within the week. You can share on the Trotro Diaries community. And then also on Saturdays, join us on the show, because our voice adds to it, but your voice amplifies it for the policymakers.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us, and we definitely will see you again next week. This has been the Trotro Diaries TV show.
I'm Noella Karani.
And I am Yao Odum. See you next week.
Bye.